For Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four first steps, the team at Digital Domain had the opportunity to re-envision the Fantastic Four. We worked closely with production, including the production VFX supervisor Scott Stockdike and director Matt Shackman, to bring to life the iconic character, The Thing, develop the scorching flames around Johnny Storm, reimagine Sue Storm's fantastic powers, and build the lovable robot Herbie from scratch. And if this wasn't enough, we had the unique opportunity to craft Franklin, the fifth member of the Fantastic Four, in the form of a photorealistic baby. Digital Domain's focus was on everything in and around the Baxter building, contributing to all of the story-driving sequences that occur in this environment, from the opening discovery of the pregnancy until the failed execution of Mr. Fantastic's master bridge plan. Jack Kirby was a critical influence on the look and feel of The Thing. To create The Thing, we leaned heavily on inertial mocap suits combined with helmet-mounted cameras. In a revolutionary step for VFX, facial markers were not required for any of the characters, as we relied on Digital Domain's latest proprietary facial solver, Masquerade 3. This technology allowed us to process and solve every take of the actor, enabling us to share the data with all post-viz and final production VFX vendors working on the show. Masquerade 3 was presented with another challenge when it came to additional photography. Eben Moss Backrack was contractually required to keep his beard for his role while shooting another show. However, actors are typically required to remove facial hair before the facial capture process. This was not an issue for Masquerade 3, as it did not require markers to track the facial movements, and we were able to solve the additional data without compromising Eben's beard.
What's a Galactus, right? And how do you consume a whole planet?
Once in animation, our team would refine the performance to ensure it was true to Eben while staying in character. The Thing has a high sense of fashion to make up for his rugged, earthly appearance. The team at Digital Domain created over 10 unique outfits for our character to keep him grounded and stylish. Another notable contribution was the development of Herbie the robot. While a physical prop was available on set, filming limitations necessitated the use of a digital robot in most scenes. This posed an exciting challenge for the VFX team, achieving a photorealistic digital version that seamlessly matched the practical Herbie. In a collaborative effort with the Marvel Studios art department, we undertook the complete design and construction of Herbie from scratch to create the digital asset. Digital Domain also contributed to Johnny Storm's fiery powers, creating CG flames and animating the character flying through the Baxter building. We also created the CG teleportation effects during Reed's experiments, where he was moving an egg between points in a room, in addition to some of his Mr. Fantastic stretching effects. Franklin Richards was the most significant undertaking on the project. The character demanded the highest standard of photorealistic, invisible visual effects from the team. From the start of the production, Digital Domain and VFX supervisor Phil Kramer became deeply involved in the development of Franklin, from testing using Phil's newborn baby son and contributing to every stage of the process to deliver the final versions of Franklin that made it to the movie. Together with the team at ClearAngle, a special baby scanning booth was built to allow scanning and capturing of the baby at such a young age. The booth enabled us to acquire hours of data from up to 14 different cameras running simultaneously. The cast included more than 30 babies. Despite the best efforts to cast babies that looked as similar as possible, there was an incredible amount of VFX work needed to bring the look of the babies as close to the principal actor. To complete the huge variety of Franklin shots, Digital Domain used numerous techniques. The team employed everything from full CG babies to traditional 2D head replacements and advanced compositing and lighting techniques to achieve maximum realism. The centerpiece of this work involving baby Franklin was the resurrection sequence, where we realized Sue is still alive, in which she turned into the star of the film.